Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about learning a new skill such as editing for your YouTube channel whilst being a busy parent as well. But first I want to skip back to the early 1990s when I was a kid and how, in my recollection, one of my favourite games that I used to play alongside my brother was we used to have what was called a cassette tape. And we used to play games, we'd sing songs or we would go off on little adventures and pretend we were on a space rocket going to space or whatever. But we used to record ourselves on the cassette tape and play it back. And I remember loving this game so much. It was so exciting to be creating new things, and you always had new ideas. And God forbid if the tape raveled, you were in trouble. But what I wanted to come on here today and talk about was how things have changed, the technology has changed a lot, and how I found myself last week being totally not proficient with editing, wondering how I was going to fit that in my time without it impacting on my son. So I took out the computer and I thought, well, I'll just have a quick glance. I had already made some recordings for YouTube already, but I hadn't had the time to look into, all the different effects or different things that can be done. It's vast what can be done. So far, I'm right at the beginning. But I found by taking it out and showing it to my son that I had made a video of myself, it struck an interest in him. And as we progressed, I showed him how we could record a video together, and we were just sitting in front of the screen and playing. But I could see his face was lighting up, and I could see in his face he was feeling what I used to feel back in the days when I used to make the voice recordings with my brother. A huge excitement, and I could see he was so enthusiastic. He wanted to do so much. He was bouncing around, he was doing different voices, and we ended up having such a wonderful quality bonding time together. And in between each recording, I would quickly just click and show him different effects. I was learning as I was going along myself. I was interested in seeing what the effects were on the screen. And I could see he was just so enthralled, like, wow, how did we do that? How did we put these little characters in the corner or, snowflakes coming down over the video we just recorded? And it really was a beautiful time spent together whilst using technology. And I felt whilst we were doing it as well that I felt happy in the knowledge that actually he was being exposed to something positive with technology. Um, as we know, technology is a wonderful thing to have, but it has also been detrimental if used incorrectly or in an unhealthy fashion. And what we took from it, I'll always remember doing this little project together, and we'll have it forever for our own personal family videos. It's something I intend on carrying on moving forward for him, but I also felt it was a great skill. My son is 7 years old, so he's moving forward in the age of AI where things are going to change a lot, when he comes to adulthood. And I felt that it's a great skill for him to attain. So bear that in mind if you're looking to learn a bit more about editing your videos, and you don't want to feel you're under a time constraint either, but yet you don't want your children impacted by you spending too much time on your device trying to figure these things out. So I felt it was a real playful way to get him involved whilst learning something that can be a skill for him in the future. So I hope this has given someone a bit of inspiration if they're experiencing the mind fog that I had last week when I was trying to figure out how I was going to get a little bit of time in my day to do this. And by incorporating my child into the process, it actually turned out to be a lovely memory to hold for the future, as well as being productive. So I hope that's helped a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed my content. And if you do, please watch my other videos, like and subscribe as well. I'd be really grateful. And I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.